Welcome back to ESBR Boxing's YouTube channel. This is a final predictions video for Vasyl Lomachenko versus George Kambosos Jr., which takes place tonight at lightweight. Joined by Thomas. Thomas, we're going to get right into it. It's final predictions time. Few hours to go now. An interesting fight. We've got a favourite in Lomachenko, a former undisputed champion in Kambosos Jr. I'm going to ask you to break it down for us. Give us your final prediction. Let us know. Let us know what your thoughts are.
You know, at this point, I think it's just a matter of how much does Loma have left in the tank, and just how much, especially over the past year at age 36. Not really, you know, upwards of 35 is not really the best time to be taking the whole year off out of the ring. It will be interesting to see how that affects him, if at all. But at the end of the day, I'm not sure if Kambosos really has enough physically or just craft wise to really keep up with Loma, even with Loma at 36. So, you know, just to not beat around the bush here, I think that Loma's going to get it done. He's going to pick up another world title, and I see him winning a comfortable points decision.
Yeah, I think that's the most favorable outcome here. Um, just Lomachenko's a strong favorite. I'm going to join you, Thomas. I'm going for a wide points decision, kind of like a 9-3 or a 10-2. That's kind of the scorecard that I am expecting to be specific, but we will see. Lomachenko at the age of 36 now, as you mentioned, kind of a year out of the ring, after that performance against Devin Haney, which was a very close fight. What what more do you think we can expect from Lomachenko's career here in terms of moving forward if he is successful tonight? He's been at lightweight a while now. I don't know about you, but I would be surprised if he didn't continue at lightweight. What do you think's left of his career?
No, I agree with you 100%. I would be surprised if he didn't stay at lightweight as well. Uh, I don't really see him as a junior welterweight, and I guess he still wants to capture that undisputed crown. But with the likes of Shakur Stevenson and Javante Davis around, that's going to be tough. They're both guys significantly younger than he is, around their prime, if not a little bit earlier than their prime. So it'd be a tough ask for Lomachenko to compete with those guys, but it seems as if he picks up another world title, that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, of course. Javonte Davis and Shakur Stevenson have both got fights coming up in the next couple of months. We'll see how both of those guys get on. Would you, as things stand, Thomas, would you place Lomachenko as the third best lightweight? William Zepeda is another one. 30-0 undefeated. Keyshawn Davis, obviously still a young fighter, but looks very, very, very promising. Would you have Lomachenko at number three, or would you have him a bit lower than that, or possibly number two or number one? I don't want to kind of speak for speak for you here, but where do you have him?
Sure. No, I definitely have him at number three. Outside of Tank Davis and Shakur Stevenson, I still think that Loma is head and shoulders above the rest of the guys. As you mentioned, Zepeda, he's kind of on the way up, but even still, just in terms of ability and still even at 36, and when you mention all his accomplishments as well, uh, yeah, I still think he's a firm number three. I don't favor him against Tank or Shakur, but anyone else for sure.
Mm. Final question, Thomas. So before I let you go. Do you realistically see either of those fights happening? Shakur Stevenson, obviously the WBC champion, um, fights on the 6th of July. Gervonta Davis, it's hard to keep track of what what division he is a world champion. If I'm being honest, he does still hold the WBA regular title, and he fights Frank Martin next month in Las Vegas. So, from one hand, it would make sense for possibly Lomachenko, if he is to beat Kambosos tonight, to face one of those guys in a unification fight late 2024. Do you see that? Do you see that happening, or do you think Lomachenko is possibly going to fight one of the other contenders in the division? What do you see happening?
I think if anything, yeah, he either fights one of the other contenders. As much as I would like him to fight either Tank Davis or Shakur, I think he maybe fights a mandatory and then fights Shakur. But I think either way, like out of Shakur or Tank, he would probably need to go the Shakur route. Just you know, just because of the way things are politically,
Yeah,
unless uh somehow Turkey Al Sheikh got involved and made the fight happen anyway. That's the only way I would see a Tank Davis versus Lomachenko fight happening. But yeah, I think he would have to go through Shakur. And yeah, like we said, it's a tall order.
yeah. We shall see. Look, let's not write off Kambosos Jr. Just yet. He is the former undisputed champion. The fight's in Australia, isn't it? So he is a live opponent, and we shall see. Thomas, good to speak to you. Good to get your final predictions, and I will speak to you again very soon.
Likewise, thank you.